Hey you, I'm here with Surviving Mars. I don't know if you guys ever played any olden days space games, but remember there was a game out called Outpost? Oh my god, I used to play that thing and play that thing and play that thing. I loved it. This game is put out by Hamimont, I'm probably saying it wrong, games, the people who make Tropico and El Presidente, right? And of course Paradox, which means it's probably going to be amazing. I have played it a little bit. I've been in here for a couple of hours with it. Oh, isn't it pretty? But yeah, I haven't gotten very far in the game. Building it beautiful is a little tricky at first because it's hard to kind of know where things are going to end up being or how they connect. But you know what? We'll get there, right? It's going to be fine. So I just clicked on the new game thing so we can come in here and see what's going on. This is the kind of default, the easy start, the other easy start button. I think this is the default setting for that, but you can play around with things. I'm probably not going to. I just figured I'd show you what it's going to look like. The mission sponsors are actually, you know, the company or the country or the organization or whatever that is sponsoring your trip to Mars on their behalf. So this is the one that is the very easy difficulty. You see how much money you have, how much research you're going to get per day. That's what a soul is, of course. And the starting applicants are the sort of the pool of people that you are going to be able to pick your, what would be the word? Settlers? Pioneers? Newly born Martians? I don't know. Anyway, the people that are going to be settling Mars for you, that's just your starting pool that you're going to see there. We get a rocket. These colonists will never get Earth sick because that is an issue, of course. Food supply, they're going to bring food with them, and recommended for first-time players. And even though I've played a couple hours, the first time is, yeah, totally. But you can see each of these are different. You get different amounts of money. Now this is 30,000 M. That's 30,000 million. I'm just going to call it 30,000 monies. So you can see you get a very, you know, quite a lot less from the US. Apparently they're not big into funding this stuff. The Blue Sun Corporation, whoever that is, you can buy applicants with funding. So you can actually say, I'm looking to get, you know, more people involved and or have better people to choose from or something like that. They've got bonus to different tech, that sort of thing. China is still easy, although they're not offering pots and pots of money, but you do have more applicants to choose from. And passenger rockets can carry more people. Applicants are generated twice as fast. Maybe because China has a big population or something. That's actually kind of amazing. I just saw that. I hadn't seen that before. Building costs are reduced. That's always nice because you're going to be spending a lot, but you start with even less money. So the other thing, and the bonus tax with the medium domes right away. Europe, less, you know, less money, less applicants, but you get more science than we are here. We're getting 300 a day. Europe's offering 4, and science is always great, right? For science. 5 extra starting technologies. Wowzer, really? That's kind of awesome. Gain funding every time a tech is researched. Wow. Okay. Gain double if it's a breakthrough. That's actually, I'm gonna have to play Europe soon. Starting rockets 5 here again, and 5 is gonna make a difference, and we'll see that later. Funding is only 6,000 monies. 200. Wow, this is getting harder. Okay, this is actually getting cheaper. Advanced resources, though. You know, there's compensations. Church of the New Ark, 1 rocket. So you would have to bring your rocket to Mars, and it doesn't go with people the first time. You're going to have to bring your rocket there, get your little robots out doing things, refuel your rocket, send it back to Earth, probably bring supplies again, refuel, you know, wait for that period, send it back again. That's going to slow some stuff down. Now, the religious trait make people look happier, with their morale is better, right? Because they got God on their side, or whatever it is that they're praying to, so they birth rate is doubled. Oh God! But hydroponic farms are reduced. I wonder why. They can make less food because they're so busy making babies. They're not out in the garden. Okay, I get it. That's cool. I got this. It's all right. So Russia gets 2 rockets, less money. Not less science, less people. Okay, bonus tech though. Extractor upgrade, but consumes fuel. We got fueled extractors. Fuel refinery prefab is less, and they're slower. Well, what do you know? Paradox Interactive. This is the hard one, apparently. Okay, what was the funding on this? 5. This is down to 4,000. Research is only 100 per day. 75 people to pick from. You got to realize these are good and bad people. These are rocket scientists or some lazy alcoholic, whatever. You know, I mean, somebody who's just not ever going to work, or there's a whole range of the human spectrum in these people. So 75 is not a lot to pick from. More breakthrough anomalies. That's lovely, because that's some insta tech. That's really nice. Breakthrough tech grants, and rockets require more fuel. Wow, so it takes even longer to get the whole back and forth thing going. So these are the options. You can see up top. I'm pointing. I'm helping you. Look up. Actually, where am I? Look that way. Right there. Okay, the difficulty bonuses change depending on what you're doing. So it jumps really quick from the let's ease in and find out how the game works to this, and then from then on it kind of just goes right straight to hell and back. So we're just going to start with that one. The commander profile. You have different people give you different bonuses, of course. This is an extra rocket, which is really nice. The shuttle hub, long range transportation. See, that's a pretty good thing. I haven't even looked at the others, I'll be honest. Start with the rare metal deposit already revealed. Deep scanning. Extractor production. An ecologist. Sounds nice. Service comfort of decorations. Oh, hanging gardens. Okay, I'm going to be going with the default stuff, but tomorrow when I stream, that's what we're going for. That is absolutely, duh. Okay, that's going to be brilliant. A futurist. Breakthrough techs are faster. Okay. Sensor towers don't need power. That's lovely. And a lot of these things that we're getting in here are things you will be researching. You will end up with these things anyway. It's just, you know. Martian patents. Okay. Repeatable text that grants funding. Lovely. A psychologist. Additional sanity. Colonists recover 5 additional sanity. Because, you know, sanity. Sanity is probably important. Minimum comfort required for birth lowered by 15. It's like, okay, the more comfortable and happy they are, the more babies you're going to get. If they're stressed, it's like, not tonight, dear, I've got a headache, right? So this one starts with water. Domes consume less water. Water reclamation. All of that's good. This is all beautiful stuff. Everything actually is really nice. And our ecology, our residential spire. Remember that word from the other company city playing game one? Remember the ecologies? And an inventor. Drones are gradually optimized to work and construct faster. Wow, very nice. Well, at any rate, we're just going for the default. Now, here's the thing. Okay. This is cool. This is very cool. I like to get to be able to say this. This makes me happy. We have different logos, which are just going to be a little thing stuck on the side of your rocket. No, you know, it's probably not the most important part of the whole game, right? There's the default, the Voyager, the final countdown. Kind of looks. What does that look? Is that like a hawk with little legs out or something going on there? I don't know. The Serenity. Aw, very good. Mr. Handy. You'll see these guys. Oh, this is so cute. The Curiosity. Okay, one small step. Mars. You. Oh, family values. That'll be good for the Ark ship, right? The Paradox Moto, of course. Now we're going to go around and go to the Bio-Robot one so you can see what that looks like. And then you notice the one between Paradox, the one I skipped, Brussels sprouts. And you know why those are there? Last year, Quill was at an event playing this game with the company, and he made the comment, oh, but there's no Brussels sprouts, because of the ongoing joke about Brussels and France and Belgium and all the things in his channel, right? So they put it in for him. That's kind of awesome. And then Don't Panic, which maybe should be mine. Oh God, you know what? You gotta go with Serenity. We're just gonna be all zen. Actually, I'll do Serenity tomorrow with the Hanging Garden thing. Yeah, I like it. Now, this part of the game, okay, this is just extra. This is all about building a colony. Okay, you're gonna come in, you're gonna move there, you gotta build things, you gotta do stuff, you gotta balance water, air, da 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 da. And then there's mysteries. There's going to be little things that come up during the game. There's something going on, okay, on Mars. And you get to solve a mystery if you want to. Obviously, you don't have to. And I love that you don't find out anything about them except the names. The Power of Three, Inner Light, Beyond, you know, what you're seeing here. But each one of them has got a quote from some seriously cool people. Ray Bradbury, Jean-Luc Picard. Sigh. Okay, Gene Roddenberry, HAL 9000. Larry Niven, great author, love him. Arthur C. Clarke, we all know who that one. Asimov, one of my, probably my favorite science fiction writer ever. John F. Kennedy, what do you know? And Bill Gates. Just keep it all interesting, and it's pretty amazing, right? So, yeah, sure. We'll leave right back. We'll just start there. The Power of Three. Oh, and that's it. And then you know, you just kind of mosey on. Now this again is the default. They're giving us what we would have gotten in just the easy start, you know, learn to play the game thing. The prefab buildings that you're going to get, you know, they're suggesting this. You know, moisture is good because you might not find groundwater. You might have to pull it from the atmosphere. And a couple of generators for power. Notice some of this is very cool. While it's closed, it's protected from dust, but it makes less power. You can open it up like they're showing in there. It's opened, so you get a lot more power, but dust can get in and mess it up. Mars is a dusty place. So again, I'm going to be just leaving this as is. You're seeing that they're giving us drones. These are the little, oh, they're so cute. Wait till you see these guys. They are adorable. I don't know if I can name them, but I want to name all of them. That's Poppet, and that's Bunny. They're just cute as hell. Wait till you see this guy. So funny. I love it. So, and then we'll be talking about these. They were giving us some things to work with to kind of get started, you know, other than the kind of concrete and metal and the basic stuff we'll be able to pick up on the planet. Now, you can change the name of that particular rocket, but you know, trust is fine. That's good. It's all good. So when I'm streaming, we'll be pulling names out of the crowd and, you know, stuff like that, and getting you guys involved more with what we'll be doing with, you know, the kind of choices we're going to make. And then landing spots. These are some sort of prefabby things, I guess. I don't know, for lack of a better term, and it tells you, you know, what's going on over here. Now, the altitude can be kind of interesting. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do at all here, because you can be quite like in a crater, and see that one is like under sea level. Seems like the wrong word, but oops, here we go. How do I, here we go, wrong button, mouse buttons. I haven't sorted them all out yet. And then of course your resources and what kind of threats you have. Now right now we're dust devils. Ooh, I wonder if a dust devil is a storm thing, or if it's some little critter that's going to come get us. I don't know, right? I don't know what this is. There was one I was talking, I don't remember if that was it. I was talking to Quill about it, but metals, concrete. What is this one? Lots of metals, not too much water. There's more water there. That's nice. There's a good, that one seems pretty good. Meteors. Oh, lots of meteors. Meteors are just, no, you can just pick any old place you want. I'm just looking at the sort of ones they've got named already. I mean, you can just start to click and get a very big range of options. They've just sort of picked some. Flat is good. No, colony site. Metals, concrete, water, way below, really low though. I don't know how the wind, I don't know how your like windmills type things would work with that. I don't know. So that was any of these higher? Okay, that one is higher. Not a lot of metals though. I mean, you know, some concrete. Down with the metals there too. I think that's the one that Quill picked, just because he thought it looked good in that ditch or something, which is a good reason as any. Oh, this one's not too awfully low. It looks like it's called we could just call it like a margarita. Okay, so it's not too low, relatively flat. Metals are not perfect. Meteors, that's the one that had all the meteors, right? And we don't want to be just like killing ourselves right off the freaking top here. We want to have a chance to actually learn the game just a little bit. Have we seen anything better, guys? Cold waves. I wonder what that's going to do for us. Not a lot of water, though. Okay, you know what? Just pick one. What the hell? Margaritaville. Lots of meteors here. That's bad. It's absolutely, totally bad. Not much concrete. Well, you know what? What could possibly go wrong? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh my God. Of course it will. It's going to be all good, folks.
Welcome to Mars.
That's what we did. So everyone at Mission Control is impatient to see the rocket touching down. Excuse me, and unloading its precious cargo. Our remotely controlled eyes and hands on the red planet, the drones and rovers. Our goal is to secure a foothold for humanity by building the first Martian dome. This daunting endeavor will allow the brave pioneers, the founders, to settle on Mars and prove that the colony is sustainable. But until then, we have to make sure the colony has enough construction resources, water, oxygen, and power. There we go. There we be. Now, you're going to see things up here right off. You know what? I still kind of need this stuff, but I'm thinking we're just going to deal. We'll be fine. We have options here. We have buttons down here. The build menu, you can click like that. When it's escape will make it go away. You can just right click, I believe, when things are sorted out. No, that's not working yet because this is going on over here. I don't want to do that. We've got the map overview. Now, notice the thing. I'm just using the middle mouse button to zoom in and out. And it took me a minute to sort this out. I'd be looking around. Anyway, and I'm thinking I want to go back home. And when I use the mouse button to zoom in, it just goes wherever your mouse is. I didn't catch that right away. You just, you know. It's fine. So we do have things. You know what? I should pause this bloody thing. Because we've got, we're just waiting here for nothing. So anyway, there's to resupply. So we do have 4 other rockets sitting on Earth ready to send us stuff. So that's cool. And of course, our science and research, we just saw it up in the top there. But we're going to look at all of these in just a second. Now this is blinking because that's the rocket we have in orbit waiting to land. And then we've got these little goo gobbers. Goo gobbers, that's the official science term for that, yeah. It immediately scans the sectors. Now we're going to be able to put up a tower, like we're going to be doing scanning anyway, but much, much slower. This is like Instafix. This is really nice. Look at this flat area. We did good, assuming there's anything in it. So this is a buildable area. You can see it's got 83% there. It's going to tell you what you can actually do. Some of these are considerably less, as you can see. And it also tells you there's a high chance for concrete metals, no, nothing. It doesn't mean it won't be there. It just means, based on the geography, the odds aren't great. Now, we don't have water showing in any of these. That's actually not awesome. It doesn't, in having water, a chance of water doesn't mean there is water. It means there's a chance of water. There's a big difference. So there wasn't here. That's all right. So I suppose we could, if we scan these 2 and then a couple more. Now we have 4. And I'm just going to go ahead and use them because, Use them now, use them later, whatever. So these are going to instantly scan. Okay, so we're going to do this.
Milestone achieved.
Oh, we did a thing. And we will do that one. And concrete, metal. These are really nice building sites, aren't they? And that's well, we have water up here, actually, oddly enough, and not in this one where we thought we'd get it. Go figure. So I'm going to zoom in here. We're going to have a look around on our little planet here and see what's going on. Now, these are places where we're going to be scraping up concrete. These are little metal deposits. There are metal deposits underground that we can dig out later. Not that I've gotten that far yet, but I've seen them. I know they're there. But for right now, our little drones are just going to be picking up this stuff. These are, anything yellow like this is called an anomaly, and one of our little rovers are going to run around and do some science for us. Now, this is actually, this is going to be great. Look at this. And that's one of the underground metal deposits. That's what you get there. And you can see over here, it's high grade. There's a fair bit into it. Some of these, that's actually high grade. Nice. High grade. Very high. Whoa, look at the mounts. Oh. The one time I've played this, I played the same map that Quill is using, I believe. The exact same spot. Man, I didn't have anywhere near this much. We are rich. Now, we don't have a ton of metals. There's, you know, that'll get used up relatively fast. And then we're going to have to do some hauling to find more, right? Ooh, we really are. So we can make a lot of concrete blocks, but holy, okay, there's the difference. The metal here is not as exciting. I mean, this will get us started, and then we're going to have to start doing some digging pretty quick, or buying it from Earth and having it sent up. So it's crazy. So we got to figure out where we want our little boat to be. Now, you know, thinking right in here with all this concrete and the metals right there, nice and easy. Actually, let's back this up. So if we build industry here, we can want housing maybe over somewhere else. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. But what the hell? What could possibly go wrong? Be fine. So we'll start up here. We've got the metal there. We got that, and we've got some room to put some another ship there if we want to. Now, before I get this going, we're going to pick out some science. This is a little extra thing we got because we have a scientist, right? The rocket scientist is our captain, so he's bringing his education with him. We get that. Now, these are different every time, and sometimes they're awesome right off the top. Okay, it's like, whoa. Oxygen production increased. Sounds kind of amazing to me. I really like that. This is the engineering, so we can get a different kind of residential building. It's going to be more efficient for us. This is transports harvest resources faster, and the storage is increased. So we can send these little guys out to bring things back. So this would make him more efficient. Sensor towers don't require, see, that's kind of, these are all beautiful. I mean, there's great uses for all of these. This I'm not going to go for immediately, although there are other things along here that are really, really nice to have. But because we don't have people here anyway, this is not going to be my very first choice. So, fear my botany powers. That's awesome. You know, I don't know. Nah. Let's start with oxygen production. That sounds like it could be a good thing. We will get this one, but we don't need that right now. We'll go for this. These, you can just queue up a bunch, and we'll not queue up others till we see what these open and come back and do that later. So it's true. Now we get the 300 a day, so you know, 3 days and a smudge there for each one of these because our sponsor is making that available to us. So here we go. We shall unpause the game.
Anomaly found.
Oh, good. And look, see the shadow? Here he comes. The Trust. Which is, I'm not really keen on the name. I wish I'd changed it now. Daw, isn't it adorbs? We could have called it Sharky. Now the camera controls are up there. They're all pretty standard for gameplay. You know, you're zooming in and out. You're using the mouse buttons. Just read the directions or click and you'll find out. Now these three little guys, thank you much. Here, look. Okay, you have to see these guys. You have to see these guys. I love these little peoples. Look at the little, it looks like they have little faces. Look at them. Look, toots adorbs. And wait till you see them working. It's pretty good. It's actually kind of freaking amazing. So again, I'm going to pause for a second. We have some options here. These machines, okay, this is a mobile base for the drones. So the drones will work within that area. You can't send a drone out here to work because that is their base. That's their work radius. So when you get different drones down, of course, later you can, you know, get it so the whole thing's covered. Now sometimes you just got to move it so they can go over there to get something done. This little guy is an explorer and he's going to be doing our science for us. So I'm just going to, you know what, we can just right click on this. That's going to send him over there to actually start doing some extra science as soon as we get going here. And then just do a regular click to clear that. This is a transport, and I haven't, like I said, I haven't played a long time. I just got the game, but it's you could send it to actually pick something like this up directly and then bring it back to some sort of storage facility. So that part's kind of cool too. So we got some science going now, and it's oh, and that's another thing, the scanning. We had these instantaneously. It's actually doing a thing over here, isn't it? Remove from queue. Hello. Scanning. See, it's changed from 7 to 8%. It's actually working on scanning that area. When I clicked earlier, that was just a mistake. You know what? We'll get to. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So we can queue up a few too and say, you know what, maybe we'll have these areas scanned. I think it only goes to the 5, yeah? It's the one you're doing plus 4 more. So these will just very slowly. This is now at 9%, so just as you're playing the game, these places will be opening up. So that's kind of cool. So are we moving? So he's coming out. You are doing what? You're the transport. I clicked on there. No, no, no. Come back here, sunshine. You can't be listening to me. I click wrong all the time. And actually, you know what? This has gone into actually about 25, 26 minutes here already. I'm going to call this one done. There will be more. So until I see you next time, live your life happy, build it beautiful, and thank you to everyone who makes my life possible. Bye-bye.